So our route started in King's Heath, South Birmingham, heading southeast, skirting Stratford, and continuing on to Bicester. Then takes a sharp turn north, passing through Daventry, continuing north to the west of Leicester, as far as Aspey de la Zouche. We then head southwest back to Birmingham, crossing the east side of the city and once again finishing up in King's Heath.
Nice early start this morning. It's 5 to 7 now. I've been out on the road an hour already. I'm doing a 300 DIY today. This route's called the Grassy Knoll, named as such from how I planned it. Pretty much just called up a map of castles in the West Midlands, picked a bunch that I'd never heard of, plotted a route between them, and here we are. I did basically no research then on what was actually at those locations, and so literally there could just be a big mound of earth covered in grass. They could be fully fledged restorations, who knows. Pretty chilly leaving the house this morning. I think it was like -2 when I actually left. According to the Garmin, it's still -1 now. I mean, it certainly feels it. Days like this, on these longer rides, when getting your clothing right can be kind of tricky. So you're leaving the house, you know, in the dark, it's below freezing. It's obviously going to warm up in the daytime. You know you're still going to be riding past sunset, so trying to balance what you're wearing can be really tricky. I have particular problems with keeping my feet warm as well. I think circulation to my toes is pretty bad, so I find this one of the challenges. I think on top of just knowing what to wear and how much to take is also then how you will monitor your temperature during the day. Obviously, if you get all sweaty in the daytime because you haven't taken your layers off quick enough, when you get to the night time you're damp and you're getting cold much quicker and more easily. So I think temperature kind of regulation on days like this is really important. Would you believe it? I somehow just broke the chest harness. I mean, what? How does that happen? Oh well. And this is why it's great to get out at this time of day. It's been a beautiful sunrise this morning. Just about clear enough, I think. So, Wellborn Airfield. I think this probably is the highest point of the ride and definitely the steepest hill. You can maybe see over there the clouds gathering on that hill. Hopefully that's just a bit of low cloud and not rain. It's difficult to tell from here. This little plateau I'm on right now, not that there's really much view honestly, This is like a little finger of the Cotswolds that sort of sticks out towards the northeast, just north of Banbury. So just going to cruise along here for a little bit before it descends back down past Banbury. Just been through Broughton. Now Broughton Castle was meant to be my first point of interest for today. Couldn't see anything from the road, didn't see a single sign to it. I don't know. Anyway, I guess maybe that one really is just a mound of grass. I suppose I'll check that one out when I get home. It's probably some massive structure hidden behind a tree, right? Denton Castle. Even the sign says it's extensive earthwork. So yeah, just a grassy knoll. So just south of Denton here, and you can see how the flooding's really affected this. I mean, just back there, it's if this river went up another foot, this road would be flooded for sure. Just had a quick stop in Bicester at the Bicester Village Farm Shop restaurant. Bit of a posh stop, certainly not my first choice. Unfortunately, all the first choice places that I was aiming to go to were all closed on a Monday, so this seemed like a good option. It meant I didn't really have to go into the town proper. Next planned rest is well, around about 195k in. Somewhat depends on what time I get there, whether they're still serving food or not. If they're not, I'll be heading to Cosby at 215k, where they'll definitely be somewhere open I can get some dinner. So, Borstal Tower? Borstal Tower? I don't know, but here it is. Looks pretty grand. This could be the best example we see today, actually. Anyway, okay, seen it, been here, let's go. Last 35k or so has been pretty slow, been pretty much into a headwind. Having a little bit of a rough patch, honestly, but yeah, these moments are just about keeping the pedals turning right, because however slow progress might be, at least it's progress. Taking a little bit of a detour from the route, routed what looks like a private road that's also unpaved, that goes straight through the middle of a farm. Shouldn't be that far off route though, really. Okay, so back on track. We've got a 4k detour, not so bad. I've decided that I'm definitely not going to get to that farm shop in time before it stops serving food for the day. So I'm definitely going to stop in Daventry for a quick pit stop. I think I'm going to try and find a bike shop to get some lube, because drivetrain's dried out and the sound of it is doing me in, frankly. I hate that sound of a dry drivetrain. It's the sound of neglect. Just had a nice little stop in Daventry. Wasn't really where I'd intended to be for my next break, but sometimes you just got to listen to your body, right? And I think it was the right thing to do, because I'm actually feeling way better about the world now. So yeah, that was good. Had a coffee and a nice piece of coffee and walnut cake. That was very nice, thank you. Then I needed to pop into Leisure Lakes Bikes. Guys there were excellent. They really sorted me out. Nice to have a little chat with them. And yeah, now I'm on my way again. Just coming through Cosby. This was originally one of my planned stopping points, but I'm just going to blast right through. Keep going to Ashby-Dalzouche. It's about 30 kilometers away. I think that's a more sensible stopping point now. Feeling pretty good. It's yeah, that stop in Daventry really sorted me out. I think a combination maybe of that and the wind becoming a crosswind rather than the headwind for the whole time really helped. So yeah, Ashby-Dalzouche, and then that will leave me about 50k to get home after that.
Alright, so I've made it to Ashby-Dalzouche. From Narborough, roads were a nightmare. Really busy, narrow roads. Got really caught up in traffic. It's getting pretty cold now as well. I think it's down to about 2 or 3 degrees, which is colder than I was expecting it to be. Pretty tired. If I end up just kind of tunnel visioning all the way home now, then I'll do a roundup tomorrow or something about how it all went. But yeah, 60k to go. Just got to get there now. So I got back at about 10 to 10 in the end last night. So it was 314 kilometers, just shy of 3,000 meters of climbing in 15 hours 47 minutes, I think it was, which I'm pretty pleased with. It was about 2 hours 10 quicker than my previous quickest 300. So, you know, that's a pretty good improvement. In terms of just the ride overall, I really enjoyed it. It was a really nice day for it, a little bit chilly in the morning, and it got pretty chilly in the evening as well, actually. I was quite surprised at that. Overall, the day was a really good sort of winter's day for riding. One of the things I was quite pleased about with my kind of self was sort of, if you like, dynamically changing my plan as I was going along. So I'll generally kind of plan out quite meticulously the places I want to stop at for rests. So generally I'm going to plan a definite stop every 100k and have a contingency stop at 50k intervals in between that. Yesterday I got to about 103 at Vista, had a stop there. Felt like I probably could have cracked on for a bit longer at that point. And then I got to around about 180k and felt like I really needed a break. So stopped at Daventry, popped into a cafe there for a quick coffee and a piece of cake. And actually that was a really good call. It really kind of like livened me up again, took me out of the kind of ride haze a little bit, which was sort of what I needed. Dropped into Leisure Lakes Bikes as well at that point. I need to say a massive thank you for them for totally looking after me. I didn't catch the lad's name who kind of donated some of his own lube to me because they didn't have any dry lube that I was looking for. So like, thanks fella. Sorry I didn't get your name. I was kind of a little bit brain dead at that point at 180k in. But yeah, Leisure Lakes Bikes in Daventry, excellent service, really looked after me. There were some really nice points in terms of views, some great sort of country roads that were really quiet. There were quite a few of those kind of big long roads as well, big long straight roads that, I don't know, speak to me for some reason. I love that sort of coming around a corner and just seeing the road like disappearing off into the distance. Funnily, all the bits when I was planning the route that I was looking at and I was a little bit nervous about, in terms of kind of big A road, roundabouts, that type of thing, actually turned out to be completely fine. Even like the big junctions around Coles Hill, coming back into Birmingham that sort of crossed the M42 and that, I thought they were going to be pretty bad. And as it goes, I I guess I just hit all of those sections at the right time. The only place I would say that was a little bit sketchy on all of that was a B road leaving Narborough. I wasn't really expecting to be bad, and I think I just really just hit that at a really bad time. I think it was about 5:30. Clearly, everybody just trying to get home from work. My guess is on a Saturday or Sunday that wouldn't be such an issue. It was particularly bad at some points along there where it's bumper to bumper, stopped traffic, but quite a narrow road, and it made it basically impossible to even get past the queues of traffic. So I was held up for a little bit there. Enjoyed the 300. Good to really kind of empty the tank. Looking forward to my next trip now, which is going to be in mid-March. I'm going to have a bit of a rest for the next couple of weeks, really. That trip in mid-March is going to be quite a big one, 4 days back to back. Hopefully like a 200k every day, doing a massive loop from kind of Birmingham out to Mid Wales, up to North Wales, round to Shropshire, and then back into Birmingham. So I'll see you next time for that one.